Alright, well, good evening, everybody. We got a new voice on here just for the time being. My name is Mike. I'm Blake's dad. He is a junior on the squad. So I'm going to man the warm-up and a little bit of the senior night presentation. Don't worry, you won't have to suffer through a game call that I can muddle through. All the senior parents are down along the boards currently to help be a part of the senior night, honoring their young men athletes and them as parents. Certainly know the dedication it takes as a family to get to this level and to this age. In case anyone's wondering, the presentation has not happened yet. That's going to happen after warm-ups. We got about a minute and a half left of warm-up time, and then the photos and plaque presentations will all commence. Coach Lee is going to be talking on the mic here at the rink, but I'm not entirely sure it's going to come across on the video feed, so I will let you know which athlete is coming through. But I'll keep my talking to a minimum so you can just enjoy the show. I'll just try and clarify which athlete is being currently honored. Again, none of the awards, or I'm sorry, the recognition has happened yet. So we're gonna clean up the pucks, clean up the ice, get the runners out for all the parents. And then we can enjoy the presentation for all the seniors who have worked so hard over the years and earned their spot tonight. Rest assured there will be no game analysis from me, as I am at best, the third string. So I'm going to just shut my app and we'll let the setup commence.
Am I out of the frame if I sit here?
You too. Andrew Ostad, everybody. Andrew Ostad. Great kid. How are you?
Good, how about you?
Good. Last I heard, we had a couple runners going out there, so parents wouldn't have to ride a horse bareback there on the ice. But so far, they're doing okay. Next up, this is Ash Halder, Columbine High School. He was nursing a bit of a broken wing there while we were in Chicago last week. Not sure if he's playing tonight or if he just dressed for senior night. Looks like he's ready to go. Not sure of the status of his arm. Is Owen here, Sink? Legend High School. Here with his dad, Travis. On a personal note from Blake's dad, he's a hell of a kid, hell of a family. Blake's been with him since he was 7 years old. We're gonna miss him. Next up is Easton Jones, graduating from Heritage High School. On another personal note, as a goalie dad, one of the best goalie partners in the business. That dynamic is a very unspoken dynamic on a team. Easton's been a huge support for Blake over the course of the year. Congrats to him, we'll miss him. Next up is Evan Missick. We're going to miss him too. I apologize, I couldn't understand what school he was graduating from. Here with his mom and dad. Next up is Braden Robertson, Thunder Ridge High School. Here with his mom and dad, great family. His older brother Jack out playing college ball. A family of freak athletes. We're gonna miss you guys. Good to have you on our team. Next up, Chase Ripley, Dakota Ridge, I believe. I couldn't understand, but I know we played him in high school. So I'm going to say Dakota Ridge. Here with his mom. Dad may be at a men's league game, probably winning, having played against him. Taylor up next. Great kid. Hell of a defenseman. I apologize, I couldn't hear what school he's graduating from. Here with his mom and dad.
Next year, we'd like to recognize a member of the 2022-23 U14 National Championship team, our assistant captain, Colin Sexton.
Next up, this is Colin Sexton. Here with his mom and dad. Hell of a kid, we're gonna miss him next year too. Hell of a family. I'm sure most of you are aware of being part of this team. But Jim and Tanya are the lifeblood of traveling. They take care of the food. They take care of the organization. They're Dr. Mahalik's right-hand man and right-hand woman. Great family. And speak of the devil. Next up, Dr. and Dr. Mahalik's youngest, Evan. I'm sure it goes without saying how much Tom does for this team, along with the Sextons. Tom quarterbacks pretty much everything. This is their youngest. Also a family of freak athletes. Their oldest boy plays Xavier. Their daughter is at TCU. She's a hell of an athlete too. I'll miss him. Carmichael up next. I apologize, I didn't hear. Ralston Valley, I believe. He's a hell of a kid. We're gonna miss him. He's a fun hockey player to watch. Last but certainly not least, Brian Oxenrider, Oxy, as we love to call him, here with his parents. He's a hell of a kid too. Again, on a personal note, having been Blake's teammate for a couple of years, one of the most respectful, mature young men you'll ever meet. Congratulations to all you seniors. Congrats to the parents too. It takes a full family commitment to get to this level, to this age. A hell of a group of young men. And the starter for tonight's call, Dr. Mahalik, is back up from enjoying his time with his son.
Yeah, hi everybody, and
Time
thanks
for hockey.
Mike. Thanks for Mike for giving us the rundown on our boys and recognizing everything about them. Great night, hard night in some respects. You think about it, it's marks the end of an era when you're thinking about your kid.
I could imagine,
all these years at Littleton.
You'd think with you've
You know,
had 2 times to practice, but every year's a new time. Every kid's a new time.
And so really great that Coach Edelman put together the thought for a senior night specifically for his Littleton boys and give that opportunity to really acknowledge what they've committed to and what they've done. And parents, so proud to be out there with them and watch them play. And for me, it's doubly so. I get to call games and talk about all these kids who are like having kids of your own, having all of these. But looking forward to a good night, fun night. on the ice. Really appreciate the Monument Hockey Club coming up. I know they're a little short benched, and appreciate them stepping up and coming up to play this game with the Hawks. So, and here we go. We'll start it out right away as Mihalik's line will come out, and puck is down and chipped into the offensive zone, and here comes senior assistant captain Colin Sexton battling down low. Expect Evan to be a little tentative, I think, as far as just the nature of that chest injury and how he's been working through it. But boy, he's had a few days of good comfort, and he said he's going to give it a go, and it's nice to see him on the ice. So Hawks continuing to cycle in the zone. Mihalik comes across, walks in short side, pad save, kicked out to the far side. Ostad down the boards to keep it in. Ostad backhands that one off, picked off by Monument, and sent all the way down ice as they go for a change. And I think that'll be a theme tonight. Monument will be changing quickly, trying to take short shifts with their shorter bench, without a doubt.
Yeah. It'll be definitely a
Sexton right back into the zone. Nice throw out from the corner. That went off the side of the skate of the goalie, but on net from a really incredibly awkward angle. And here's fresh on the ice is Ryan Carmichael as Mikey gets pinched off the puck, and Monument flips that one into the zone, and that's going to be covered up by Jones and held. The first whistle at 15:46, and one of the Monument players recognizing the fact, and I can attest to walking out there, ice is slippery.
You can't make a mistake in front of a bench full of 17-year-old boys.
You're going to hear it.
18-year-old boys, yeah.
Defensive zone face-off here for Carmichael. And it's won and brought up by Cardenas. Quick breakout. Here comes Spone. Rocketing in. He has an angle. Shot. Score! Tyson Spone gets the Hawks started with a wrister from the left side dot at 15:38. 1-0 Hawks.
I don't even get up here and we scored already.
Tyson puts it home.
Nice.
And the Hawks take a 1-0 lead. Just no challenge there from the D. Just gave him the lane, and he said, hey, I'm going to walk right in and snap that shot far side post, and he rockets one in. Good to see that. He was working so hard over the weekend in Chicago with nothing to show for it as far as goal scoring. Great to see Tyson get one there. Now Oxenrider brings his line out quickly into the offensive zone, keeps it on. Oxy feeds that one off left side, Ripley. Ripley cross ice looking for Oxy in the high slot. That gets deflected out to the corner. Puck stays in deep. Oxenrider was just a dog on pucks in Chicago all weekend long.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but I noticed on video you could see him everywhere.
He was everywhere. As he continues in, forces another turnover there, waits and walks out high. Far side, goes off the stick, but controlled. Wanted to snap that one was Carter Ray. Couldn't get that shot off. That gets deflected and comes out of the zone. Played back near side Ripley. Ripley flips that one in deep. Jumping up in the play, Fabrizio as Cam chips it ahead, stays in the zone, and there's fresh on Sexton, but it hops off his stick and breaking out and around the D, walking in, quick shot, save made by Jones. That's a good look there for Monument. Sexton gets it knocked off his stick and shifting the other direction, step up by Ray, pokes it loose. Down low, digging for it there is Sexton. Slipping down, Mihalik jumps in, kicks it loose, throws it off for Sexton, who loses it out to the far side boards. Good job by Taylor coming down the boards to keep it in. Comes near side, that could be a tripping call, but no hand goes up. Got a nice little four-man crew here tonight, spoiled with two linesmen and two refs. Which
we're going to get fresh ice too.
And we're going to get an ice make somewhere along. I mean, this is unheard of in the Atlantic Hockey Federation world that we've been relegated to this year. Just messing with them because we can. Face off in the offensive zone at 13:49, leading 1-0 on the Tyson Spone goal. Quick shot by Cardenas, swallowed up by the netminder for Monument. And a whistle at 13:46. There's another one for Cardenas. That just whistles wide of the post. Kept in by Ostad at the point, but taken away and played around the near side. Cardenas, first one there. Nate centers out front, but blocked aside. Good defensive position for Monument there. And they finally get the puck loose and get it up and out of the zone. Cutting through center ice. Chip towards the net, deflected off the boot of Ostad and down low for Heersink. He taps that one across. Stretch pass through the middle, deflected. Comes off to the near side. Controlled by Monument, but challenged in their own end by Cardenas. Nate forces the turnover, and a good look for Mikey. Mikey tries to flip that one up, and it goes off a stick possibly, and loose to the corner, and now up the far boards. Nate forces another turnover, and the dump out, and the line change for Monument. Quick rush for Heersink as he jumps up from the back end. Brings it in the zone, funnels it around near side for Carmichael. Carmichael out of the corner, meets two players there, floats the puck in behind, and that's picked off and taken up and out of the zone by Monument. Trying to slip in the offensive zone, kicked loose by the skates of Heersink on a good defensive play. And Ash Halder meets a couple players, takes the hit, but gets the puck deep. And Ash goes in to return the favor and forces the turnover. Puck comes off a Ripley's stick and gets floated in deep on Jones. He'll keep it moving as it's pushed up ice by Will Paulin. Oh, nice move through the legs. Will walks in, centering pass, shot, save made off the stick. Paulin gets a piece, and now the net's off its moorings, and we'll have a whistle and a stoppage at 11:55. Offensive zone face-off here for Mahalik with Sexton and Robertson. Face-off won back by Mahalik, and then comes and cleans it up. Taps that one free. Robbie with it. B-Rob gives away. Mahalik sends it low. Sexton. Back for Mahalik on the half boards. Pitch and catch. Finds room up high for Ray. Carter shot. Glove down, and then swept into the pads. Nice little save by the netminder there.
Yeah, there was some traffic there.
Traffic in front. He gloves it. He doesn't get it clean in the glove, but he was quick to slide that into the pads and get the stick over it and get the whistle. Face-off win again for the Hawks. Stay on the offensive pressure. Robertson down low. He waits. Topped off his stick, but kept in by Ray. Carter throws it off to Robbie in the middle. He gets it back, tries to come across. Mahalik finds it. Shot off a stick, goes up over the bar and out to the near side. Taylor gets one back, snaps a shot again. Another deflection, goes high over the bar. And that one gets banged out through Ray and out to the Hawks' blue line. Near side Taylor. Taylor, area pass up for Mahalik, who chips it in deep. Ray jumps up offensively, and Carter comes up with it. Working on the far side as Ray pulls it loose. Knocked free, though, and banged up and out by Monument. Taylor challenged there. Backhand turned over and goes all the way down ice. Probably could have been icing, but that continues to roll on. Sexton stretches across. Finds Spone. Spone walks around one, fires. Ooh, save made. That was a good shot by Spone. Net comes off its moorings again. Not enough for the ref to worry. Good save made by the Monument goalie there as he kicked it out to the corner. Heersink loses an edge, goes down. We got a breakaway opportunity. Breaking up ice, flashing in, shot. Glove save made by Jones.
Great position by Easton. Came way
Yeah.
out top, cut off all angles. Good for him. That was great.
Like to see him. He gets that glove up high. He just got a piece of that. I think that might have been on net, looking to pick a corner. But he's able to get the glove on there. And like you said, it's just so nice when they get out like that, challenge. There's just that net looks so much smaller when they're out there challenging that puck from up high.
Take away all those options.
10-11 left here in the period. 1-0 Hawks as that gets one back into the zone and controlled by Monument as they go cross ice, far side blue line. Paulin knocks it ahead. Ripley trying to find Halder. Ash steps on the puck and goes down. And it's taken away. Oxenrider comes across again, almost forces the steal. Good skate and stick by Pollen as he knocks that loose, absorbs the contact and gets it ahead. Halder will bring it on. Ash drops through the middle, backhands, he gets knocked down. Puck is found there by Ripley. Oh, what a setup out front for Oxenrider. Fans on the one-timer, but that was a great position. Good centering pass from Ritz. Now across, Ripley gets it on the far side. Couldn't settle to get that shot off. Trying to go back through the middle, and it gets picked off. And Monument brings it up and out. Oxy will dump that in deep, and we'll get a change. The Mahalik line comes back out. Puck in deep for Pollen behind his own cage. He circles out, stretches ahead for Robertson. Chipped off the boards, looks like it's going to go in on net, so he plays it off, no icing. Mahalik and Sexton force a deflection that goes in on net and has to be covered. So whistle at 8:47, Hawks still leading 1-0. Offensive zone opportunity again. Mahalik to Robertson, almost walked that shot in off the forehand. Nice job by Robbie. He steps in, frees it up. Mahalik comes out of the corner. Puck gets knocked loose to the point. Ray throws one down low, goes wide of the cage, picked up by Sexton. Back to Ray at the point, off to Mahalik. He'll cut middle. There's a shooting lane. Whistles that one high and misses. Backhanded down low. There's Robertson. Quick shot, deflected up, goes off the back glass. Off the net, here comes Mahalik digging it out. He'll go to the point, finds Taylor. Taylor rips one low, pad save made. Robbie there, fires off the body. Looks like the D-man laid down, blocked that off. Now an opportunity in front. Hawks really maintaining some zone pressure here. Shot goes into the belly of the netminder and held for a whistle. 7:56, sustained offensive zone pressure for that line.
A lot of those guys grabbing their knees as they're coming off the ice.
Yeah, that was a long shift in the defensive zone for those guys. And it's weird. You're in your own end, and it feels like you're expending so much more energy defending than when you're on the offensive rush.
Right, yeah.
And yet you're on the ice for the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
Backhanded by Carmichael, low centering pass comes out high. Taylor fires off the post. Loose puck, knocked in on the backside. And is that Nate Cardenas that got that?
I couldn't see who got that.
Let's see who got that goal. I'm gonna say it's the Magic Man. As Nate Cardenas gets the goal. Continuing after getting the one in Chicago.
Yeah, good
Lighting
for
the
him.
lamp. He lights one here, makes it 2-0. Doubles up the lead. Great shot from the point off the post by Taylor. Just about had it. So he gets the assist. And a good poke by Oxenrider knocks it loose. Halder's still out. Oxy with a nice snap wrist shot into the glove and save. Makes me wonder, is anybody nicked up on the bench, or is Ash just picking up shifts with this line?
Well, I was wondering about his arm even to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, he had a week off the ice
Yeah.
for the arm injury. Oh, Ash in front, gets a centering pass from Ripley. Puck back down, backhanded out of the zone. Heersink will circle back and take that one, goes cross ice. And puck comes ahead right back in the zone on the stick of Ripley. Cross ice pass misses Oxenrider. And Monument gets it out of the zone. Sorry folks, under the weather. I was kind of expecting Ryan Jones to do this game. I didn't realize that he was not in town this weekend, so my apologies when you hear me coughing on the broadcast, but puck gets flipped up and out of the zone. Ripley back, plays it across to the D. Ostad goes ahead. Good deflection by Heersink in the zone. Opens up time for a line change. Fresh bodies on the ice. As the Hawks come up on pressure there. Good read by Mahalik. He'll take that. Looks down low. loses the puck on the near side board as he wanted to slip a check. Fabrizio comes up to keep it in, and B-Rob backhands it off the glass, but unfortunately out of the zone. And a regroup for the Hawks. Mahalik brings it on, waits, goes across around the man. Puck gets knocked to the far side boards. Good slip move by the D. Puck is free. Mahalik will throw it into the corner. He trips and goes down. Monument able to bring it up and out. Good back check and work by B-Rob as he picks that one off, gets it back to the D. Sexton knocks it free. Monument finds the loose puck and gets out of the zone. Good play by Fabrizio on the far side blue line as he meets and greets. Puck comes free. Hawks can work it out of the zone on the stick of Pollen. Pollen tries to walk through two. Tipped on by Robertson. He gets it back. Takes it in behind the cage. Met by the D there, supported by Sexton. Puck goes out to the far side. Slipping the check there is Will Pollen. Wants to wrap around, throws it on net. Puck comes up and out of the zone. Spone will wait and regroup with Fabrizio as players get back on side. Cam doesn't quite find Carmichael on the quick entry pass, so slowed up by Cardenas and knocked down low. Chipped up and out of the zone by Monument. They bring it on, gain the zone, throw it in. Jones will stick it up and cover, and then play it loose as nobody came to it. Now challenge. McCallum tries to backhand it for Monument towards the net. Centering pass picked off by the Hawks as they come through the neutral zone. Taylor there, along with Ray. Puck quickly banged out as Monument doesn't want to let the Hawks get set up in the zone. Spone pushes it right back. Sees that thrown all the way down ice and onto the stick of Jones, and he'll keep it moving. Icing call there. I'm going to check and make sure that we are live. Some people weren't seeing things. No, we're live. I think we are. All right, we're back at it. Please text me and let me know if you can't see the game. Okay. I think we have everything lined up. I'm just double checking. Let me know at 3:43. Hate to think that Mike and I are talking to no one but ourselves. I mean, I like listening to Mike, but probably the people at home might want to
for the best,
actually see the game.
People don't have to hear me fumble over my words.
Short side walk in by Ripley. Goes off the pads and we get a quick whistle. And a stoppage at 3:29 of the first period with the Hawks leading 2-0 on goals from Tyson Spone and Nate Cardenas. Mahalik back out to take the draw, wins it. Sexton plays it down low. Mahalik goes through the corner, pulls back, reverses. He's looking, has room to the point. Hirsink snaps one. Glove down and covered by the netminder, but a nice little lane for Hirsink pushing through there.
Scored a couple times from there in Chicago.
Yeah, he ripped a couple over there. Boy, he had a hot
very
weekend.
Important one there at the end
I think
of the
he
fourth
had.
game.
I think he had a stretch where he had 9 points in 3 games.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Isn't that amazing? Good for him.
Puck played around the near side boards. Hirsink comes down, collects it at the half, goes down low. Sexton wants to center out for Mahalik. Mahalik drifted through the middle. Now he has to support as Sexton meets 2 players, gets knocked down. On the far side, kept it at the point by B-Rob. Challenge high though, Monument gets it out of the zone. Sexton with a nice steal, he'll whip wide on the D-man. Walks in, just tries to float one up high under the bar, and just missed. That goes through Sexton and back in low. Robertson's shot picked up Mahalik. Oh, what a save by the netminder. I think he sprawled out and kicked a leg in the air to get that one.
Oh, man.
And that gets knocked free. Jones will come out to play it. He'll rip that off to the near side for Heersing.
Nice aggressive play. That was nice to see.
Yeah, that was impressive. Heersing, was just about to toe drag and take the shot, and he gets knocked off his stick. Good support from Nate Cardenas. He works around. Back out front, quick shot, pad save made low. Really like that shot from Spone, looking for his second. Knocks it free for Carmichael. Spone goes back to the point. Shot from the point, swallowed up by the netminder, no rebound. Wait till the end of the period.
I know, but that's when there's.
Oh, that's true. Good point. Labatt's. It's open if you want to get a tap. Here we go. As it's back on the offensive flow. Hawks really doing a good job of keeping offensive pressure up in the zone. Not many opportunities, although here's one breaking out. Nice pass back. Cross ice pass. Good stick check there by the Hawks. Prevented the centering pass in the mini 2-on-1, but then Paulin fans on the outlet, and it comes right back in. McElhaney fires one into the glove of Jones. He'll hold it at 1:11 of the first period. Well, what we'd expect, and potentially as time goes on with the shorter bench, this could really tire out
Yeah.
Monument with all the pressure.
We've been in their zone the whole time anyway.
There's the rim pass that just misses Ripley. We'll get him working on his cardio.
Yeah.
Get him out there. As Rips heads back down, and we'll redo it. Reload at 106. Face off one forward by Oxenrider, thrown off into the glove of Jones, and he holds it with 1:02 left in the period. We'll reset and do it again here to Easton Jones right. Face-off comes across. King tries to snap one off. Step up on Oxenrider. He fights through the check. Good puck support from Carter Ray. Hand pass gets called, and we'll get a face-off back at the blue line. 49 seconds left here in the first period with the Hawks leading 2-0. Goals from Tyson Spone and Nate Cardenas. Carter Ray rips one down and around the far side boards. Cardenas first one there on the near side to get it. Over skates. Hawks chip it in deep. Still looking for maybe one more chance here late in the period. Puck controlled by Sexton. Mahalik out of the corner. Cardenas out of the corner. Plays that down low as Nate's still on. There's Taylor with a shot deflection. Oh. Wow, B-Rob almost picked the corner. That was a beautiful deflection. And what a save by Monument's netminder as he just got the pad down on that.
Yeah.
16 seconds.
Not much space and time for him to react. That was a good save.
Yeah. I think B-Rob thought he had him.
Yeah.
Sexton's face off. Chipped around on the far side. Coming out, time winding down on the period. Picked off, and that should run things out the string unless Robertson can somehow get a shot on net. Nope, couldn't do it before time expired. So we'll go to the start of the second here, and it's 2-0 Hawks. I'm gonna make a pit stop. Let you pick it up.
Take some photos. very good at it. Put it back on.
You good?
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Here back for the start of the second. Tom's back teeth were floating, so he'll rejoin us here shortly. I'll muddle my way through all of this. Hawks control behind the net. Oh, could have been a call down there, but I think he kind of turned, just got himself into a bad position. Good job for Osted for bouncing back up. That was a hard hit. Hawks to the neutral zone. Toe drag through, almost tried to split the D, but can't quite. And the whistle. I think that was a hook. We'll see what the ref does. Couldn't tell for sure.
That's very exciting.
Monument,
Very
yeah,
exciting.
going into the box for a
So,
hook.
you said that your dad was able to come in tomorrow with you. And
So the Hawks going on a power play here for 2
so
minutes.
3 o'clock?
I'm surprised I remembered to stop the clock, but I did. Look at me. Hawks control out of the face-off. Throws out in front. Nice deflection. Goalie makes the save. Puck bounces back out, back up to the blue line. Surveys from the top, throws it down low. Kind of a shot pass. Went wide. Sexton was looking for his forward down low, but that got deflected out. Now Monument cleared. I'm going to leave Dr. Mahalik so I can go do the same thing.
All right. Well, we're off in the second period. And Hawks in the offensive zone. Sorry, folks. We all have to make a pit stop at some point, right? 15:33 here of the period. Still 2-0 and a power play opportunity here for the Hawks. Spone tries to go across, finds room. Ripley goes back here, rips one, knocks the stick out of the netminder's hand. And then the net comes off its moorings. And we'll have a stoppage at 15:18. But what a ripper from Heersink there. Takes the stick right out of the netminder's hand. 55 seconds left in the power play opportunity here for the Hawks. Be nice to add another one here if they can. Face off, one back by Mahalik. Pollen plays it in off a body, gets knocked down. Good steal off there by Cardenas. Back across, Mahalik on the near side. He surveys, goes back to the point. Pollen will come right back down the boards low. Back off to Mahalik on the half boards. He goes back low off the boards. Misses his man Cardenas. Goes far side. Good job kicking that puck and keep it in the zone. Dragged loose for Carmichael. Carmichael has it. Goes back low, Nate. Cardenas will wait. Settles the puck. Centering pass goes through everybody to Oxenreiter. He's at the point. He comes across, finds Mahalik. Mahalik walks and fires. Hits the crossbar. Unbelievable as it comes up and out. Another post. As the puck goes all the way back down into the Hawk end. Loose for Mahalik. He flashes up ice. He brings it on. Walks around one. Gets knocked down. Taken off the puck. And they have to regroup as Oxenrider will reset back inside his own zone. Cross ice pass. Finds Oxy. Carmichael hits another post. Unbelievable. 3 posts in this game so far and counting. Pollen back down low. Pushes it up in the play. Peels back, gives it up for Nate. Nate finds Mahalik at the point. He waits, goes back down the boards. Cardenas will circle in low, takes it in and behind the cage. Oh, Mahalik should drift in, and he does. Now centering pass. Mahalik couldn't quite get a stick on it, and it's swept up and out by King for Monument. His shot deflects up into the screen and out of play off the stick of Easton Jones. So 13:33 here of the second period. A lot of pressure and a lot of posts. Hit a lot of iron on that power play, but nothing to show for it as it stays 2-0, excuse me. Face-off win by the Hawks, working around the near side, cutting back to the middle. Sexton with a regroup. Circles back to the near side. He almost loses an edge. 2 men come to him. Forecheck pressure coming from Monument as they still see a spark of life after getting a penalty kill and keeping it 2-0, which feels like they're in striking distance. Good step up by Ray. Separates the man from the puck. What are we going to get? He went right through his hands. He skated right through his hands. What's the call? We're going to get a tripping call. So he might have got him with the leg. Maybe he got him with the skate, in the skate, and he went down. But the Hawks are going on the PK here as Carter Ray goes to the box for tripping at 13:01. Hawks win the face-off. Killers send that down deep, and that puck goes all the way down. Spone in on the forecheck pressure. Back off to the near side. Played across as Monument wants to try and get something going on the offensive end. Here on the extra man. Good poke check by Heersink, flipped up and out. Paul gloves that down for Monument. But the Hawks pick it off and fire it in. Blockered aside here by the netminder for Monument. Spone just puts a little pressure on. And the Hawks circle back. Killing off this penalty with 1:17 left. Not letting Monument get set up in the zone. Heersink chips one off the man, but stays in. Monument looking to try and get it out front. Challenge. It comes back to the point. Nobody home. Drifts out of the zone to center ice. Through the middle. McElhaney gets that deflected. Heersink jumps up and controls the puck. He'll take his time as he circles back into his own end. And Sink slips one man and comes up the near side boards. 42 seconds left. Heersink happy to just kill more time, skating it back in his own end. King tries to apply some pressure for Monument. Heersink will backhand that one up, almost gloved down by Robertson, who's fresh on. Played off into the corner, taken away though by Monument. He fans on the outless pass was McElhaney. Heersink was up tight in the play. They get a change. And Monument gains the zone. They go far side. Big pad save made there by Easton Jones. Puck all the way back down though in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And the penalty is killed off by the Hawks. And we get a whistle and too many men on the Hawks. And we'll go right back on the PK. Because why not? Hawks a little bit early to the ice and played the puck coming off the bench. And that's why we got the too many men penalty. Carmichael will serve it, being the good captain that he is. And at 10:56, we just created ourselves a 4-minute penalty kill. Because literally, I think the time had just expired. And we went back on. I missed time on this stuff, I know. 10:56 now. And there we go. So, face-off, won by the Hawks. They flip it through the middle, but not out. Pulled free by Oxenrider. He wants to find room out front. Cardenas, he goes down but finds the puck. Nate circles back. Smartly goes all the way back to Fabrizio on the back end, who can kill more time. Circles behind the cage. Hands that one off for Pollen. Will snap it ahead, goes off the skate and out, and here comes the Hawks in transition. Oxenrider trying to go shorty, short side shot on the short-handed opportunity. Turned aside by the netminder. Puck's controlled on the near side boards. Cardenas challenging. Kept in. Fabrizio, though, fans on the shot. And now it's up and out. Dumped in deep. And the change here on the power play with 1:08 left for Monument, which gives the Hawks a chance to get that one up and out. Monument quickly dumps it back in. Player goes to the bench. Hawks see that puck top. Stolen man, a loose out front shot, score. And there's the breakdown. Turnover on the back end, right on the end line. And they get a power play goal in a 2-1 game. Exactly what Monument was looking for as they pay off on the second power play opportunity back to back. And a Hawk turnover ends up in their own net. Nothing Easton Jones could do there. That was a rocket up under the bar.
I feel like even if a goalie saw that the whole way, you're not stopping that shot. That was a hell of a play, a hell of a shot.
Yeah, just a great individual effort behind the net. Yep. Lifts the stick, takes the puck, and immediately centers it out front on the tape. So after some constant pressure, the Hawks find themselves in a 1-goal game. Unable to capitalize on the power play, Monument does. And they get a power play goal in a 1-goal deficit. Robertson swings down in low, plays it back a high, misses his man. Got a delayed penalty going against
Jonesy's going to the bench.
Monument, probably a slash is my guess, but we'll see what the call is as we get the extra skater on. And here we go. Puck comes off to the near side. Mahalik circles back, peels up the boards. It cuts middle. He'll go around two, then hand that one back off at the point. Cross ice pass Sexton. Sexton walks in, fires, score!
Oh, wow.
Wicked! Absolutely wicked. And that kid was due.
He was due.
3-1 Hawks.
Wow, good for him.
On the delayed penalty, Sexton makes him pay. That'll go down as a power play goal. As we got the extra skater on. Well, technically, does that go as a power play goal? I don't think so.
I don't know the rule on that.
No, I don't think it does. It actually might go down as an even strength goal, only because we pulled the goalie and got the extra skater.
Right.
But your numbers were still the same. I never really thought about that, but I think that might be considered even strength, which is tough on the plus minus for the kids from Monument.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the Hawks for not scoring on themselves like Canada did. They controlled the puck well in their own zone to get out.
3-1 lead. They quickly regain the 2-goal lead. No tripping call. Heersink's like, hey, those guys got an easier call than we did, and that one was blatant. Heersink puts his hands up and says, okay, I'll play on. That's how it is. Oh, backhand pass from Sinks goes off a skate, taken away by Lederman. He sends it in all the way in on Jones, who covers, and then finally gets a whistle as more bodies come together. .804 here in the second period. 3-1 Hawks. After giving up a power play goal to Monument, quick response from Colin Sexton up under the bar on a ripper. Makes it 3-1 and regains the 2-goal lead. Will Pollen hard up the boards to Cardenas. He'll bang it in the zone. Puck played around to the near side. McElhaney sees the challenge there from Pollen. King able to regain for Monument. chips that off to his man. Forecheck pressure, forces the turnover is Carmichael. Puck at the point for Pollen. He walks, tries to go through one, turnover. Good steal. McElhaney jumping up ice, pulls back, feeds it off. King wants to take a shot, overskates it, and it's stolen away by Mikey. Carmichael finds Spone. Spone wants to swing wide. Good angle by Paul defensively, and Spone had nowhere to go, so he throws it on net, and it's smothered by the glove of the netminder at 7:18. Monument battling with all they got.
Are they missing guys, or is this just their bench?
You know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're short bench. There's a shot by Ray, and it's in the skates, picked up by Mahalik. He circles back out, plays it back low, far side Sexton. He'll wheel out of the corner. Sexton slides, funnels back down. B-Rob loses it. Mahalik comes across, pick it up, plays it back for B-Rob, walks out front. Good pass, but unfortunately in the skate of Taylor. And then he fans on the shot, but keeps it in the zone. Mahalik tried to sweep it, loses it, but Sexton there in support, tries to chip it out. All kinds of traffic there for Taylor. Great job by B-Rob. Slips one, then two. Can't get the shot on. Venezia back for Monument. Hands that off. Kicked off the skate there, Sexton, as he holds on. Takes the puck back to his own blue line. Wheels. Far side, D-man Taylor. He'll work up through the neutral zone. Taylor swings near side boards. Taylor beats the angle, but goes off the ref's skates. Good support by Robbie. Off the mask of the netminder. Robbie finds Ripley, who's fresh on. He walks around, fires, save made. Chipped at, but not out. Oxenrider's going to maintain pressure. Shot from the point, knocked down. Ripley, nice pass off for Oxy. Oxy can't find it, and now it's covered. No, still loose. And finally covered by the netminder, who's sprawled out in his crease.
It was desperation. Yeah, I was going to say a text came through from.
And
Coach
confirmation comes from Mark Edelman that a delayed penalty goal is an even strength goal, as we thought, and therefore torturing the plus minus of the Monument defenders. Thanks, Mark. Glad to know you're out there in Georgia watching. I hope you guys have warmer weather than we do down here. Quick shot, save made as Ash Halder finds the pads of the netminder from point blank.
Well, that was a good look with a bum elbow.
Really nice little backhand feed there, and Ash taking advantage of these shifts, getting pucks to the net. D-to-D pass goes far side, knocked in low. Halder comes across. Puck comes out to the corner on the near side, thrown towards Oxenrider. Ripley walks in and fires and scores. Ripley with a ripper on the forehand, finds the far side post. Nothing the netminder was going to do there.
Giving him space and time, he can pick his spots.
Yep.
Sure.
You are not going to be happy when he walks in like that and has the moment to take a look and decide, well, I wonder which hole I want to go through here. And at 5:27, he stretches it to 4-1 here in the second period. Chase Ripley from Oxenrider. Face-off is down. Hawks move it forward. Good tap by Monument, but unable to control. Spone brings it on. Spone waits, flips it down low. Carmichael trying to go out front. That goes off a stick, off a skate, and it's out of the zone. Tossed all the way down ice and around the boards by Monument. I think that was Venezia. Glove down by Paul at the center ice, but picked off by Spone. Tyson walks in, good pass off, shot. What a save made by the netminder there on Cardenas, looking for his second. Good look by Spone.
Yeah.
That one gets flipped up and in deep. Paul back to play it for Monument. Goes far side boards. That gets through Cardenas. And it's dumped all the way down ice. As Monument wants to get pucks as far away from their end as possible. There's one that gets thrown in through a crowd and on to Jones, and he sticks it up and covers. And a whistle at 4:24 of the second period. Hawks are leading 4-1. Mahalik's line will come back out, take a defensive zone draw against McElhaney. Pulled loose by Mahalik after it went out to the corner. He stretches it up for Sexton. Sexton waits, comes across for a cutting Pollen, and Will jumps up into play. Drop pass off for B-Rob. B-Rob gets met by 2, throws it back for Fabrizio. His shot goes off the stick of the netminder off to the far side, chipped in and kept by Sexton. Sexton waits, fakes the dump, and then comes back to the point. Fabrizio to Sexton. Sexton taps down low for Robertson, gets it back. Sexton back to the point. Pitch and catch. Fabrizio throws it low. Robbie tried to go forehand, backhand, but couldn't get the shot off. He goes in shoulder to shoulder, and Mahalik sweeps through. Knocked off his stick, but controlled. Robertson fires. Good save made by the netminder standing tall on his post.
Trying to pick that near side corner.
Mahalik out of the corner, off for Robertson. Back looking for Sexton, couldn't find the angle. Fabrizio comes all the way down. That gets knocked off his stick, and that gets iced all the way down as there is a desperate need for a change there for Monument under duress. Hawks will bring some fresh bodies as Oxenrider, Alder, and Ripley come out. Ripley taking the draw. Comes off to the near side, controlled on the back end by Monument. They try to get it free and they tap it out of the zone. Puck gets thrown back in the zone. Forecheck pressure by Halder as Ash comes down. Ripley out front. One-timer by Oxenrider. Looks like he got stick checked there. Puck goes all the way back down. So, I have no reason for this, and I'm not sure if I can spot Jeff, but it just dawns on me that I have not seen Evan Missick this entire game.
Now that you say that, you're right.
So I'm not sure if Evan might have taken an injury in a high school game, so he just came out to dress for senior night. But I have not seen him as, oh, that goes off the post, and then Oxy has a chance. Shot from the point, gloved up and held. But I'll look for Jeff and see if I can spot him. Maybe he can give me an idea.
With Jeff earlier, he didn't mention anything, but
so I don't know.
Right. Now that you say that, I don't see it.
And you know, coach is great about the high school season. It could be that he has a high school game.
Yeah.
And coach just let him slide out to get to that game.
Yeah.
Because he's so supportive of these guys playing for their high schools in that senior season, and I give a lot of props to Lee for creating that opportunity for these players, so they don't feel like they have to make a choice between high school and club hockey.
Yeah,
while still keeping them competitive.
That at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. So that may be the situation. I'll check in with Jeff just to make sure, but that's my guess.
Yeah.
Is that he's probably off. And hopefully not an injury, because that's certainly something we don't want. Oh man, what a shot pass in front. And then just Spohn standing there going, how did that not go in? As the goalie slides across and makes a beautiful save.
Yeah.
Spohn looking skyward, wondering how did that happen?
Oh, my food came.
Your food came, yes. Sorry, I didn't know that was yours.
Oh, thank you. I'll just leave it up here.
Puck comes out of the zone, quickly backhanded back in. Carmichael on the forecheck pressure on the far side. Smith blows a tire and it's picked off by the Hawks. Out front, Carms, I love the look there, but unfortunately couldn't connect with Spohn, and it comes all the way back down to the Hawk end. Stretch pass picked off by Monument, then turned over and onto the stick of Ray. Ray gets knocked down. Puck stays briefly in the zone. Now fed up and out. Monument can't control. Cardenas cleans it up. Nice headman pass quickly across for Taylor, who jumped up offensively. Taylor wanted to backhand that out front. Good stick by the defenseman for Monument. And that gets iced all the way down as a much needed line change comes for Monument. Thank you. Mahalik will come out. Great to see that he's made it into the second period and not really missing any significant shifts. Hopefully that means it's a good sign he's back to his normal self. We'll see.
Yeah.
Coming out of the corner, B-Rob kind of gets held up. Oh, he wanted to go across, give Mahalik the one-timer. And a good stick check on the backside by Monument.
Yeah.
We'll let him have that offside as they get a shot on net on Jones. That one gets through Sexton at the blue line. And chip back in. Monument still offsides, but I don't think the linesman really cares.
I don't think he does either.
As that gets brought in by Heersink on the rush. Wanted to backhand one off for Robbie. Heersink. Channeling his inner forward. Finds Ostad. Ostad up front. Shot, save, and chopped out of the zone. Shouldn't be icing there as that got through Sexton. So he'll come back around and work far side. Kicked off the skate of Sinks into the zone, and time expires on the second period. I think we'll get an ice make as the Hawks caught a couple more there in the second. Give up a power play goal. Maybe? No ice make.
Well,
Maybe not.
The ref is giving him the Ixnay on the ice.
Ixnay on the ice make A. He goes down to the corner boards. He's talking to. He said, "Let's just go. I have somewhere to be." The ref has a prior engagement.
Yeah.
And apparently not, as the ref just put the kibosh on the ice make.
Here I was looking.
The ref said, "No ice make, just keep it going, keep it churning."
That was the favorite part of the game I was looking forward to.
Me too.
Get some fresh ice. I bet Monument was too.
I'm
Get
sure
some
Monument
liquid
would have
IV
loved a
going in the locker room.
little opportunity to rest up, catch their breath, and give a push in the third, but
Smelling salts all around.
no love for them as they're on the bench going, "Really? Wow." Coaches giving a little direction on the bench for the Hawks. Not sure who that is chatting. I can't see through the netting.
Yeah,
Is that
I don't know who
J-Mac?
is either. It's got to be.
Yeah, maybe that's
I think it
J-Mac
is, yeah.
on the bench.
Yeah.
Giving the boys a little bit of heat. Hawks up 4-1, obviously firmly in control going to the third.
Dormer's not
But-
that tall.
Yeah, I saw Dormer leave the bench for a moment. But yeah, I haven't seen Evan Missick all game, and I'm not sure if he had another game.
He has senior night at his high school.
Oh, so he made two senior nights on the same night.
Oh.
Oh, that's top shelf. He gets to go the double whammy. He's gonna have to work quick too, changing out of one gear set and into the other.
Yeah, but he came flying in hot.
Well, third period's underway. Sorry, folks, you don't get a breather from me and Mike. You just get more hockey as the Hawks take a 4-1 lead in the third. Ash Halder back there working his time on ice and creates an opportunity, thrown down low. Halder shot! Oh my! Blocked by the leg of the defenseman. It was a wide open net. Ash! Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. I thought you were due. Quick shot, save made. Puck knocked down. That was Oxy. And that gets floated out of the zone. Fabrizio cycles it back for Oxenreider. Sees that knocked off the stick of Ripley. So the Hawks have to send it in deep. Puck fed around the far side boards. Loose. Ash trying to pull it free. Gives it away for Oxy. Oxenreider off for Ripley. Back to Oxenreider. Walks in. On the backhand, Ripley couldn't get the shot off. Shifts to the forehand, gets a save. Deflection. Oxenreider times two saves. And finally covered.
Wow.
Wow. Sequence there. I thought Oxenreider or Ripley could have put one home.
Yeah.
And Ash, I'm still trying to figure out how
Any of those
Ash's
number
goal
of
didn't go in.
Yeah. Jeez. This goaltender's had
That
about
is-
94 shots on goal so far.
Yep. And even when he was sprawled out, his D-man sticks a pad in there and says, my shin pad will back you up. Not wanting to give Ash that opportunity. Puck comes out of the zone. Carter Ray plays it ahead. Spone dumps it in. Monument does a good job getting it out quickly, but then turns it over onto the stick of Spone. Tyson snaps a shot into the chest of the netminder. 15-24. Third period. Hawks leading 4-1. Cardenas' face-off. Excuse me, Carmichael's face-off. 1. Cardenas on the far side boards, backhands it deep for Mikey. Carmichael goes in low, pulls it loose, works out front, trying to center across. Cardenas, shot save. Spone, shot save. My goodness, this netminder has been good. Taylor keeps it in. Cardenas with a good look. What a save made. Netminder's in fuego. All the way down. And a save for Easton Jones.
There you go, yeah. Easton's on the ice too, that's right.
Not to be outdone, Jones with a nice little casual stick save on the 190-foot shot.
Good for him, keep him in the game.
Spone sees that clipped off his stick by King. King walks it on. Through the middle, fires, glove save made. That a little bit more heat on it.
Yeah.
A little something for Easton to focus in on.
Good for him. All joking aside, like Easton hasn't seen much. You
No.
have to keep your wherewithal and
Not a
still
lot
make
of rubber
these
coming
saves
his way.
when you have to. It's not an easy.
Here we
ask.
go. Alex face-off wins back. Sexton rims it. Or excuse me, Heersing rims it, but Sexton couldn't get there. I'm not sure what's up with our boys. Where's their fitness level? They're not getting out of those pucks. Those are perfect plays. I mean, twice now rimmed by Heersing on what should be on the tape in a breakaway. And
Yeah.
we just didn't get out to the boards in
Drawing
time.
up plays for sure.
Now we'll do a flip play. Sexton can't chop it down. That's going to be icing. Oh no, he got a piece of it apparently.
Wow.
And now it centers out. B-Rob though couldn't find it on the backhand. Puck thrown back in the zone. Here, sink back, sweeps it away, plays it to himself out in the corner, and gives it away for near side Ostad. Ostad for Sexton. Sexton behind his own cage in the regroup. Through the middle, finds Robertson. Robbie goes wide on the D, walks in, shot, score! Oh, that's just wicked. On the short side blocker. Robbie pumps it home. The assist from Sexton and Heersing, I believe. Great stretch pass from Sexton out of the zone.
Yeah.
And Robbie just controls and then beats the defender and gets him on his hip. And next thing you know,
Tied up a little at the blue line, but fought through it and got himself a wide open look. Yeah.
no mistake there as he makes it 5-1 at 13:37. And we'll go to a running clock with a 4-goal lead. So you won't have to worry anymore.
All right, I can make mistakes.
Your job
No
just
one
got
else.
here easier.
Yeah.
Back in the corner, Halder. And we'd love to see Ash get one tonight. Senior night for Ash Halder. I'd love to see him get one.
Put senior night.
Double shift him and get him out there.
Stars are aligned for that to happen.
As the Avalanche give up a goal and are down 1-0 to Philly at home, 4:29 in the first period. Avs have been very mediocre of late. I think we blow it up. I think we just, trade everybody at the deadline. I mean, obviously we have no shot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best record in the league.
Right.
5 losses total in regulation all year.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah. Fan base probably screaming for a trade for Sammy G. That'd be my guess, because he seems to be the scapegoat every time. There's a chance. Oh! Sorry, folks. That one got thrown out front, and Oxenrider had it on his stick, but I think the net came off its moorings. I think pegs are optional today, apparently.
Seems
Are there
like
no
they have been
pegs?
for the last 6 games?
It's true. Even out east. I mean, in Chicago and Philly, we were watching nets come off their moorings constantly.
Yeah.
I swear, we don't, I mean, pegs aren't holding for nothing. Or maybe these goalies are just getting bigger and stronger. I don't know.
I mean, there might be a little bit of that, but still. I'd like to see him be a little stronger.
Face off down, comes around to the near side. Carmichael comes across. Good play there by Cardenas, gets a hold of the puck, but now it's pushed ahead. Defenseman for Monument does a good job getting that up and out of the zone. Backhand by Paulin finds the screen, and we'll get a whistle and a defensive zone face-off for the Hawks as we wind through 11:35 of the third period. Hawks leading 5-1. Taylor with it. Off the face-off win from Carmichael. Taylor skates it and works through, avoids the trip, and comes down ice. Taylor into the zone. Fires. Save made by the netminder. Might have been off the stick. It had that sound.
Yeah.
It sounded like stick, not blocker. Shot in. It goes off the stick of Jones and up into the screen, out of play. Face off in the defensive zone here for the Hawks. Quick shot from the point, whistled wide there of Jones. Cardenas gets it and brings it all the way up. Poke check there by the defenseman for Monument, and he does a good job working it ahead. No quitting these boys as McElhaney tries to bring it on. Slipping around, quick shot, save made in the glove of Jones. No rebound. Ten minutes left here in the third period. Hawks leading 5-1. Mahalik will come back out, take the draw here in the defensive zone. Wins that one back. Flip play, goes up and airborne. And he finds Sexton! Walk off! What a save by the netminder. Sexton's gonna lay there and make snow angels wondering, how did I not get that open net?
Wow.
All right, this is what you do.
Well,
Wow, he almost pulled it to the
Yeah,
forehand.
he did. He
almost.
I don't know what the teenager equivalent of buy your goalie a beer is, but
That's probably the one. Yeah,
this goalie, 5-1, being down 5-1.
it could be
Face
10
of
to
it
1.
sounds bad, but this goalie, he's playing lights out.
Here's Sink from the point, looks for the deflection, another save on Sexton.
Yeah,
Sexton just kind of shaking his head like,
he's
man.
going to be seeing this in his dreams.
Great to see that focus and that continuing to battle. Sometimes,
yeah.
well, being a goalie dad, it's tough. You go
It's
down,
easy.
you give up 5, it's tough. You got to keep your focus, right? It's
easy
always
to
about
throw your
shaking
hands
it
up.
off.
Easy to throw your hands up and just give up.
There's a look.
Kudos to
Mahalik
this kid. He's
fires over the bar. Should have picked the corner. But a nice keep at the point there by Ostad. Now back in on net, gloved up and held by the netminder. Definitely one of the 3 stars of the game.
Yep.
As the Hawks will get fresh bodies out, as well as Monument's crew. I won't say they have fresh bodies, but new bodies.
New bodies. Yeah.
Yeah. 8 minutes left here in the third as the clock continues to wind. Good win forward, tossed across. Looking for Oxenreiter there was Ripley. Sniffed out by the netminder again. Face off one back. Hawks have been dominant in the dot tonight, without question.
Yeah.
That one that's through. Fabrizio fires. Save made. Loose puck goes out to the boards. Camden back high looking for Oxy. He walks through too. Can't get the puck down low. Chips it off for Ripley. Ripley wants to center. Goes back to the point instead for Camden. Fabrizio fires low, which I love, but deflects off a skate. Peeled around to the near side.
Whoops.
It's okay. We'll be all right.
I'll be careful.
We'll be okay. As that puck comes up ahead and out of the zone. Shot down ice by Monument. Will Pollen down there to clean it up for the Hawks inside of 7 minutes now of the third period. Pollen off for Ripley, gets it back. Pollen drives middle, meets two players. Puck comes off his stick, flipped up and out. Monument working the other way. 1-on-2, drag move, was bodied off by Fabrizio. And then Cam comes through and cleans it up and brings it near side. Backhand through the middle, glove down, good read by McElhaney. Quick shot, save made off the pad of Jones on a good shot by McElhaney.
Yeah. That had some heat on it. Good save.
Cardenas tries to float that one out. King blocks it, forces it back into his own end. Hawks try the near side Pollen, he'll regroup. Cerula watches that one handed off, and Cam Fabrizio sees that puck played up to neutral ice and onto the stick of Spone. Now cross ice pass. Oh, Cardenas couldn't find it. Played back off. Spone wants to center, waits, finds Cardenas. Nate cleans it up, goes out far side corner. Avs now down 2-0 to Philadelphia at home, for those of you that are tracking that game. And stolen by Cardenas. He's going to walk in, backhand shot, save made by the netminder. No surprise there. Paul gives that one up on the near side, and they get it up and out. Chopped at by King and sent down in deep. One thing about the short bench for Monument, gives me the opportunity to learn a few of the names because I see them a lot. Carmichael behind his own net, as that shot was slowed up by Jones. Carmichael sees the stretch for Cardenas. Nate goes off his stick, but gets it back. Center for Spone, shot. He misses the net and goes wide. Back on the far side, Dot, backhand to the point, kept in by Ray. Carter fires, deflects a couple times. Backhanded back out front. Now the net comes off its moorings and we get the random whistle, as we could probably blow that every single time we're down in the zone. But I think the ref also looks at it as an opportunity to burn a little bit more clock time, as we're now down to 4:20 of the third period. Kudos to the players. This is not degenerated into any kind of a chippiness or anything along those lines.
Start getting out of hand.
Yeah, I appreciate that, as it gives my son a chance to ease back into game action after having the injury take him out for a week or more. So happy to see that opportunity for Evan to get back on the ice again. I'm sure he's wondering how he blew that one over the bar and should have had a goal there earlier on in the period. Down to 3:40 of the third. Face off for Mahalik in the offensive zone. Tap loose. Sexton comes through, cleans it up, sends it down low. Mahalik comes out of the corner. He waits, finds Robertson. He can't control the heater, and that comes off his stick and out of the zone. Venezia sends that off the skates there of Sexton. Mahalik will take it, and he has a chance to jump. He'll go middle, wants to split the D, but can't find his way through. Good support from B-Rob, and he goes across looking for Sexton, who could have got his second there. Or excuse me, that was Heersink up in the play. Sexton covering the point. Sexton gets it knocked loose off his stick, wins it back. Good drag move. Sexton walks in, waits, wants to feed it off. Couldn't get it back as Ostad drove the zone. He was down the middle. Cutting wide. Mahalik sweeps that puck away, gives it up for B-Rob. B-Rob sends Sexton in the zone. Mahalik goes for a change. Sexton pushed off the puck, but controlled by Robertson. He stands up the check and gives it up for Heersing. Heersing's shot, would love to have seen him send that across to Ostad, who was just had all kinds of room.
Yeah.
That gets deflected off a stick. Controlled though still by the Hawks as Robertson takes it in. Robbie, centering pass. Too hot to handle. As Oxenrider's fresh on. And now Ostad watches that come out of the zone and on to a Monument stick, but fed back to no one, and Oxy is there. He tips around the man, chipped off the boards. Halder still wanting to see if he can find one, but Monument does a good job, gets it back in. Under 2 minutes now. Shot, glove save made by Easton Jones. Minute and a half by the time we drop this puck left into what has been a fast-paced third period, probably due to the running clock.
Running clock. That helped move it along.
I'm not going to complain.
Although there weren't that many whistles, though.
No, there really weren't.
To be fair.
Face-off won back by the Hawks. Rimmed around the near side. Ripley is there on the boards to control, looking for his running mates, but good job by Monument to get back and cover all kinds of bodies back defensively. And then they work it out. Oh, doesn't get out of the zone. Ripley, beneficiary of that one. Turned over, he controls, goes out front. Halder was trailing, that gets thrown behind him and comes out of the zone. Fabrizio will rocket it back in as the Hawks touch up and come in on the forecheck again. Blistering effort there from Oxenrider on the forecheck. Look out, Cerulia circles back, looking across. Good read made there by Ripley, and then it's brought in offside by Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. You're offside. You're killing me, dude.
Classic.
Classic,
That
I'll
line
tell you.
applies to every situation.
It is so true. I was impressed. I asked one of my assistants today. She's only a young 24-year-old. Do you know the phrase, "You're killing me, Smalls"? She goes, "Yeah, that baseball movie with all the little kids, The Sandlot." I'm like, that's great.
Good for her, yes.
Good pickup. Far side Carmichael. He loses it off his stick and gets buried in the boards at the buzzer. He's wondering, dude, game's over.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take the first big hit of the game. Mikey probably didn't appreciate it. He had a little something to say.
Just walk away.
And let's just separate the bodies.
We need your Carms for on Sunday. So.
Carm's kind of got a beef. I mean, I don't know if anybody needs to be burying anyone late in the third period,
Yeah,
but
I don't blame you, but
kudos
we
to
need you.
Monument for coming out for senior night. Thank you so much for being here. Hawks skate to a 5-1 win. Congrats to all our seniors.
Good work, boys.
Really appreciate everyone tuning in. Hey, we're back here Sunday for a matchup with the Lafayette Locomotive.
Sunday at 4.
See you back. Hey, have a good day tomorrow. Stay warm, everybody. I know it's cold here in Denver and around the country. So get some rest. I'm going to take some drugs, try and get healthy. The right kind of drugs, thank you. Shake this cold
Also,
and hopefully...
words to live by. You're killing me, Smalls, and I'm going to take some drugs.
Good night.